We are live, baby. I feel the Holy Spirit. She's a Holy Ghost. She gonna bitch slap the Holy Spirit Father. Let me see. Good morning, everybody. I'm tired. I just woke up. I read a MSNBC. I listened to a MSNBC broadcast, and they talked about Trump's um, what is it? Tariff situation. Not tariff. Yeah, they talked. I think they talked about the tariff and these new job numbers. So I'm about to go over my thoughts and feelings. Nothing more but feelings. Cheer up, cheer up. Yo, three people. What's up? Welcome to my live stream. I'm giving comments and thoughts on the new jobs reports number that just came out from the Heritage Foundation with Trump. So it's a really tricky situation. What's up, Miles? Shout out. And the situation goes like this, right? You got to understand some like secret groups called the Freemasons, right? If you ever heard of it, it's like 33rd degree Masons and stuff like that. So one of the first oaths, right, to the Brotherhood, or it's not really an oath, but it's like an understanding, right? That if you were a police officer, what's up, Nichelle Reno? If you're a police officer, right, and you come across the Brotherhood and they do that secret handshake, you're supposed to let them get away with the crime that you stopped them for, right? So that's like a well-known, like, I guess, belief or understanding for years. Like, let's go back 30 years, right? Just to have like a starting point. So that's one of the things that's going on. And then another thing is, how the hell are these people so orchestrated when they're doing what they're doing? So this is how they're doing it. They go through a internal group political system and they vote for a leader, right? So you have like city, and then you have state, and then you have the federal government. So there's a leader, right, for one state, and then it's like 52 states. So if there's one president, it's easy to secretly meet up and disperse a message, an emergency message, right? So it's only 52 people that you got to invite somewhere. So then these 52 people, they spread it out to the other leaders throughout the group, throughout the cities, right? So this is some kind of like Masonic thing. And there's a group called the Heritage Foundation. And basically, it's a white man, white skin foundation. Heritage Foundation. Do the math, do it in your head. You can figure out what it means, right? So Trump just got the numbers from this Heritage Foundation. And basically, it's like a racketeering thing going on with the economic system. So Trump's goal, right? Everybody could see the link between Epstein and Trump. And it's as clear as day, right? No matter how he tries to rewrite history. And one of the things is, how's... yeah, it's pretty good, man. A lot of freedom. You see? So, one of the things is, he's trying to hijack the media system, right? And if y'all notice, he did something weird with his plane, like I was talking about before. He removed his cum stains from his private jet when he put it into the shop. And then he removed it from the Epstein plane, and that new plane that's coming from Saudi Arabia or the Middle East somewhere, they're using material from that, right? Hey, I don't know what to tell you. But they're using material from that, right? To blend it into this new plane, and then whatever new carpets and chairs that's on the Epstein plane and the Trump plane, it's like it's not there. Like it never showed up. Even though it's new stuff and the DNA is gone, they're gonna send the invoices to that new plane as a gift, but the taxpayers are paying for this, right? Now check out the other part of the system, because I just told y'all a network, a national network, right? And how they operate. So these people throughout the whole system got little kids like in their basements and their secret places, and they're like raping them. And what Trump is trying to do now, right, is hijack the media. And any YouTuber that sends like a YouTube video of like materials that's being transported like to build up new places or like get rid of stuff, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to hijack, because they just bought up, what is it, CNBC, or the Paramount thing bought out Stephen Colbert, and they have a network. So it's a media station, right? So this is what they're trying to do. And the way they did the airport thing, the airports was empty, right? So when the airports are empty, you can move them kids in and out of the airport easy, because no tourists are coming. You can't file reports. You can't see nothing. It's so empty. And this shit is weird, yo. So when Trump is playing with the economic numbers, he's trying to manipulate the market, but we already fixed it. We already figured out how to make all the money systems the same value, and he can't make money off of the currency markets with manipulation. And the stock markets is an uptrend, right? Because it's global expansion. So you can't crash the market and you can't short the market. And that means Trump and his whole network is going to go bankrupt faster than they expect. So one of the reports that they just did was Social Security is going to run out in 2034, right? But then they upgraded it based on the numbers, and they said the first quarter of 2034. We in 2025, and all the countries in the whole world could fix all their banking systems, and they will have like fully funded Social Security, like right now, for all the senior citizens. And it's like their numbers are full of shit because it's a global expansion. So I don't know. These are some weird ass criminal situations. If you got to go up to heaven and you got to like see Epstein there, and he's saying, "Oh, I did nothing wrong." Michael Eaton, wrong, sorry, but all these things have been known for years. I fear the crap we don't hear or see. We coming up with a plan of action to basically take back the government, like Trump be saying, because man, I don't even know. I'm speechless sometimes, yo, because it's so bizarre. It's so much going on, and there really are solutions for everything, like right now, and it's just like, how the hell we're supposed to combat it? Michael uh, Michael Eaton says all these people are corrupt, and the lies are just getting funnier from these people. Yeah, you got to watch the comedy, because it's like a circus show up there, or out there, or over in DC, wherever. And Alina Habba, she looks like a fucking doofus, yo. She says she'd rather be pretty because she could fake being smart. Like, she's gonna get clowned for like the rest of eternity for that one like confidence booster that she gave herself. She's a doofus, yo. Alina Doofus Habba. She's from the tribe of doofus. Yeah, yo. She's from the tribe of doofus. Jesus did say it's gonna be tribe versus tribe. So that's where we at. But anyway, that's all I got for this rant. I had some other things, but I didn't write it down. But I'll probably remember it later. So, any questions, comments, insults? The prison one. Yep. Michael Eaton says, "Yep, that's the stuff politics are made of." So, anything else? Questions? What's y'all opinions? Besides like the generic situation of all politicians are corrupt, like any specific candidates, offices? Michael Eaton says they get nice suits and a pocket full of lies. Professionalism. These are professional child molesters. Like, where they do that at? Like, I never seen anything like this. Like, it's okay, guys, relax. We're professionals. We could do what we want to do. So, it's weird. I'm from Canada. Our politics are whack too. Politics are, all right, politics or policies. I like this. You from Canada. So, policies. What policies are we in common with, like, internationally? Don't commit crimes. Yeah, like, what kind of freedoms you talking about? Like, make a wish list. What freedoms do you wish? Because let's say you wish for, like, you don't want the government to use computers to basically track down people. That wish will backfire because we gotta use computers to catch all them pedophiles with Donald Trump. So, oh, did you, all right, this is for Michael Eaton. Did you hear that thing that I posted a while ago about how bad it is in America? I was like guesstimating how bad it is, right? And I was like, all right, so let's guesstimate that there's 500 rich white men in America that has access to private planes and private jets or whatever. And these people, they're in the same situation, or has the potential to be in the same situation as Epstein and Trump. And that would be 54 million Americans that's basically holding down the US dollar and like trying to obstruct it. And the Democrats are trying to like break free to help like everybody in the world. But these people, they don't want to go to jail. So we cannot arrest 54 million Americans at all because it's not possible. Their money is so entangled into the stock markets that even that is a national security threat. So we could only arrest like 2 per state per year based on the investigations, if it does happen. And if it's judgment day, like the church says, these 54 million people, they will want to hurry up and get in the police station and confess their sins and show everybody where these kids are. Michael Eaton says, almost all of our laws are the same. We have a revolving door policy for sex crimes, but hold on to non-violent offenders. Jail don't fix nothing. Well, that's true. Jail. All right. So the concept of a jail, right? If you violated something, there needs to be a penalty because slavery doesn't exist, right? So normally, back in the day, slavery, if something happened, you like do like free labor for somebody or something, right? So jails happen. And it's like there's a violation of a law. So you can't steal. So if you steal, there's a penalty, right? So the thing is, if the pedophile like Trump is a criminal and he's like crushing the system, it's like entrapment by president. Like there's something called police entrapment. Like for example, a police officer puts a gun to your head and tells you to go commit a crime. That's like police entrapment, right? So Trump is doing that at the presidential level, but he's doing it financially. So if you look internationally, you could see the techniques that they use, which is like how to destroy a country that's your enemy. So you remove the finances and you crush the economic system. So Trump used it on American soil. So now you have people that's committing crimes that was never supposed to commit any crimes in their life. So it's a weird injustice that's happening because a lot of people, they don't really belong in jail based on what's been going on. So we need to, all right, so Michael Eaton says, we need to stop thinking jail is the answer. Our government forgot jail is supposed to be for rehabilitation, not punishment, LOL. Best political lie ever. You are absolutely right on that. It's one of the things that I wanted to come up with is placing it, like doing a law, right, with the healthcare system to where people in jail can't be like another kind of victim. So it's like, it's rehabilitation, but if your face is like always there in the news, like it's not, it's more difficult to rehabilitate. But at the same time, if there's something bad going on in the jail, like rape or violence, then you still need that system. So it's like a weird devil trap to try to use like healthcare with the prison system to protect people's mental health. So that's my thoughts on that one. Michael Eaton says, the laws are written by those who are able to manipulate it to their benefit. Yeah, like removing the Constitution and somehow little girls are now grown women. Yeah, I understand that clearly. And they down in Texas, I think a 16-year-old is considered like the age of consent to sleep with a grown-ass man, right? But now Trump wants to push it to 14. Imagine that, yo. How you like them apples? That shit is weird. That's them rotten apples. They say one rotten apple spoils the bunch. And apples are red. GOP is red. Boom! Matrix, baby. That's a Matrix link. Michael Eaton says, I spent 12 and a half years in jail, and all I heard was other people's stories on how to get... Yo. Yeah, that's another, like, university. a different type of university. But my university, right? Um, I want to like protect people from going to jail for that child support because that's a huge number. When you get backed up on your child support and you did nothing wrong. If Trump is fucking up the economy, you lose your job, you backed up on your child support, then it's like the government coming after you, you going to jail for this garbage, and then if you're a Democrat, they will definitely like not want to allow you to get away with like not paying it. They will like put you in jail because you will vote for Democrat and put them in jail. So I think it's messed up that as a human being, and when you look out in nature, we're kind of the same, right? We just get up and we procreate, and that's nature, right? But when the offspring comes and there's a money system, then we are like in a devil trap system if there's a money system or a improper money system, because I made a proper money system where I cancel out the devil trap, but no rehabilitation necessary, just your presence is required for jail. For going to jail. Yeah, but back to the child support. I think it's wrong, yo. We're it's like we followed that bullshit dream of finding love based on the stories of pastors, right? And they always want to marry you, and they're always encouraging you to do this. And the pastors are linked with the GOP and the conservatives, so they're like brainwashing us to find love. So we go out there, procreate, and then they're like fucking us over if we procreate. And the men are victims with the political system globally because they're trying to like push this Bible into other countries, and other countries are saying, no, get the fuck out of here, y'all crazy. So China doesn't want it. There's an African country that just like, I think they murdered a bunch of Christians. What? When did that happen? Michael Eaton says, in Canada, you don't go to jail for child support payments. It's crazy over there. When did that happen? Like, what happens? Like, how did that happen? Yeah, but how is it possible? Like, how are y'all, like, let's say I'm your baby mama. Hold up, let me take my hair down. I got some long hair. Hi, Michael. My name is Fiona, and I'm your baby mama. Uh, I would like to take you to court for child support in America, and you live in Canada. How come you don't pay your child support, Michael? Because there's no victims. We never did. Y'all never did. That's like insane. Because we would need to bring that system over here, or the laws. Like, however y'all wrote y'all legislation, I would need a copy of that. Wait, that's not what I meant. What do you mean? Like, whatever legislation that y'all have, right, over there, um, I would need a copy of it to read it. Like, Canada. Oh, they put y'all in debt. But if the economy's fucked up, you still can't pay off the debt. And there's some states in America where you still go to jail for debt. Like, if you don't pay your debt, they put you in jail. So we got to cancel that shit out. But this new money system, the kid is going to be able to cover some of its costs based on. Y'all can't go to jail for debt either. Wow, that's interesting. So America, they're just like so far behind on the totem pole, and they're the leaders. We want to be the leaders, but we don't know what the fuck we're doing, and we're okay with killing people everywhere in the world. That's it. So that's interesting, yo. Canada. I guess that's why a lot of like immigrants move to Canada, because I've heard like there's like people from all around the world that's in Canada. That's interesting. But eventually, over time, all the debts are going to be payable. So there's going to be zero debt liability, and all the bills will be covered. So we're going to work it out. We're going to fix it. No problem. But this was a nice chat, yo. My special viewer today is Michael Eaton. So, hold up. I'm going to take a picture, and in the future, I'm going to hook you up with a YouTube prize. So, yeah. Thanks for hanging out and chatting. You provided a lot of information that helped out billions of people for when it comes to international politics. And yeah, we're going to save the world. So, I'm getting ready to clock out. And yeah, everybody enjoy y'all day. And EJ Wiley gots to go.